because it opens up many doors for their future. Obviously, the more English you have, the more opportunities you have. So I think English in general is very, very important for all young people to learn.
It is extremely important to be bilingual in these days, especially because I have met people from Venezuela, from Peru, from Ecuador, and they are bilingual. So I think it's a challenge for Colombian people to learn a new language. And the most important is that they are able to learn here in Ibagué at native tongue. So we offer this kind of education, and it's the most appropriate for the students. So it's extremely important for a person to learn a new language.
English is, of course, it's a world language. It's the most important language in the world at the moment. And knowing another language, that's a real resource that you're going to have use of all of your life, in your career, in your personal life. And I think that languages are more important than mathematics, science, and anything else. Languages are real knowledge resources that young people can use.
Well, the first, I would say, because the language is worldwide, it's one of the main languages that we use in every country in the world. So it's very important to learn the language for communication and business in the future. There's a lot of ways to communicate in different countries using the English, so it's very useful.
English is important for all people, but it's especially important that young people learn. When you're younger, it's much easier to learn, especially pronunciation. So you should study when you're young, because you will regret it when you're older and you haven't done it. And your friends want to travel or work with an international company and you don't have the English to get that job or to go on that trip. So also, it's very good for your Spanish. If you study English and you study any other language, you will understand the structure, the logic of language. And you can see different ways to express the same idea in different cultures.
Which is the age most appropriate for learning a second language?
I think there is no specific age to start learning English, but I believe that the younger a child is, the better it is to start learning, because younger children tend to take in more information quicker. And the older we are, the stupider we become. So it becomes more difficult the older you are. So I think the younger, the better.
English is for everyone, no matter how old you are. You can learn from being a child, a teenager, an adult person, or whatever, but there is no specific age when a person must be ready for learning a new language.
The most appropriate way to learn a language is very individual. For some people, the discipline, they can learn a language at home next to their computer. Other people need the feedback and the support from other students, and that's perfect in a language center hour. One of the best ways is to start, I think, in a language center, be disciplined, work on your own, and to round it all up with a foreign experience in another country. Really practice your language. That's the best way, I think.
I think the best way to start learning English is between 12 and 14 years old, because in that age, your brain is more useful. You can start using more ideas from your teacher and learning a lot of faster.
The best age start learning a second language is definitely under 5 years old, because when you're a child of that age or a baby, you can much more quickly learn structures and pick up languages. If you are under 5 years old, you are more likely to have a native speaking accent. It's more difficult after 5 years old. But any age, once you are older than 18 or 20, it becomes a bit more difficult to start. Definitely start when you're a child if you can.
In your grade or course, which is the average of the age for your students?
Well, here at Native Tongue, we have levels. We start at level 1, the basics, and we go to level 15. After level 15, we have advanced and conversation classes. Because they are at different levels, it just depends on the level of the students. So, for example, my class today, my youngest is 12 years old, my oldest is 36. So the age levels are very different. It just depends on the English level.
Right now, I'm teaching level basic 1, and the ages of my students are between 11 is the youngest student I have, and 27 is the oldest.
The youngest student is about 10, 11 years old, and the oldest is about 13. Oh no, we have a 16 years old in the class. So it's between 10 and 16 years old. The level is postcard 2B. It's like a basic 5.
So in my class, the student ages range from 14 to 35. So it's a big range because it's a small class and one of my students is 35. The rest of them are between 14 and 18 years old.
Why English is important in your life?
My name is Daniela. I am 12 years old, level 1st. I am a student basic English. Because I am important, marvel life.
Hi, I am Kathleen Blanco. I am 20 years old. I am student English at Native Tongue because important for English for interchange for my profession.
Hi, my name is Alexander Garcia. I am 18 years old, level 1. I am student English as Native Tongue. The English for me is important because it's very helpful for opportunities in the future and me and my life.
Good morning, my name is Noelia. I am 35 years old. I am a teacher and I'm studying English because I think it's very important because you need English to communicate with many people. I am studying English because I want to teach my class in English. I am a social teacher at the elementary school, and I need to improve my English to teach in English my students.
Learning is a distinguished from behavioral change arising from the social process as a moderation and aligns but doesn't apply to motor skills, such as driving a car, to intellectual skills such as reading, and to attitudes and values such as virtues.